Renin is produced and secreted by the juxtaglomerular cells found primarily in the afferent arteriole of the kidney. Its release is stimulated by the juxtaglomerular apparatus when the juxtaglomerular apparatus senses low sodium in the blood or low blood pressure. At this time, the juxtaglomerular cells release renin into the blood. It travels through the blood until it gets to the liver and encounters a protein called angiotensin and turns into an active protein called angiotensin 1. The angiotensin 1 travels through the bloodstream until it gets to the lungs and encounters angiotensin converting enzyme, also called ACE, and is converted into angiotensin 2. The angiotensin travels through the blood, causing systemic vasoconstriction, increasing the blood pressure, and acting on the kidney's adrenal cortex, causing the production and release of aldosterone. Aldosterone stimulates the epithelial cells in the distal tubule and collecting ducts of the kidney to increase reabsorption of sodium, which in effect increases the reabsorption of water as the water follows the sodium into the bloodstream out of the filtrate. This increases blood volume and blood pressure. Aldosterone has a lot in common with something called ADH, or antidiuretic hormone, but it also does some different things. They both keep water in the body, but in different ways. ADH is stored in the created in the hypothalamus, and then stored and secreted from the posterior pituitary. It's secreted when the blood is too concentrated or the blood volume is low. The posterior pituitary will release ADH into the bloodstream, and it'll travel until it gets to the kidneys. And then in the kidneys, it acts on the collecting ducts and inserts these things called aquaporins into the collecting duct walls. This causes a retention of water from the urine into the bloodstream. And with less water in the bloodstream, in the urine, it increases urine concentration. The more water in the blood increases blood volume and in effect increases blood pressure. One thing that can affect ADH is the consumption of alcohol. Alcohol stops ADH from being produced and released into the bloodstream, and when it's not released in the bloodstream, it can't make these aquaporins, and that offsets the water balance, causing the body to be more dehydrated because more water is urinated out than what the body wants, since the water can't get out through the aquaporins.